Oh dear lord, the Sky are screwed. The Sky are screwed. You might say the sky is falling. But yeah, the Sky GM has come out. Apologies there. The Sky GM has come out and talked about the team's bad start, and there are some things that I'm like, oh dear God, this team is screwed.
The Chicago Sky didn't just throw Angel Reese under the bus, they floored the gas, backed up over her, and made sure the cameras were rolling for the replay. When GM Jeff Pagliocca publicly called her out with, "We need more out of you," that wasn't constructive criticism, it was a public takedown, staged and deliberate. That's not motivation, that's a message. It wasn't about improving her game, it was about shifting blame. Reese isn't just a player anymore, she's become the scapegoat for the Sky's frustrations.
It's going down in Chicago. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. We got the Chicago Sky general manager, Jeff P., throwing Angel Reese under the bus? Jeff P. said he's had enough of missed layup.
Angel Reese strutted into the WNBA with more swagger than Kanye at a fashion show and drew media buzz like Taylor Swift crashing an NFL sideline. She wasn't just a rookie, she was Kai Barbie, full of charisma, dripping in hype, and burdened with sky-high expectations. Fans were sold a dream, a walking headline, a brand in motion. But just a few games in, the vibe shifted. Now, the Chicago Sky front office is treating her less like a rising star and more like a clearance rack Barbie, scuffed heels, missing accessories, and all.
Absolutely dreadful. Again. And I had just complimented Angel Reese for being efficient. I had just complimented Angel Reese for putting together a respectable performance. Of course, the Chicago Bravado, they still got their ass kicked, but that doesn't matter. All that matters to the lonely men who follow Angel Reese on social media is that she looks good. But like I told you guys the other day, an excellent performance from Angel Reese, it is rare.
General Manager Jeff Pagliocca, who, let's be real, isn't exactly known for his subtlety, ditched the usual coach speak and went full scorched earth in a live press conference. No vague lines like the team needs to step up. No diplomatic spin. Instead, he grabbed the mic like it was a courtroom cross-examination and aimed straight at Angel Reese. We need more out of Angel. No whispers. No sugarcoating. He dropped her name under the brightest lights possible, leaving zero room for doubt. Whatever subtlety the Sky once had left the building with last season's merch.
It's a long season, there's a lot of game left, but this is unexpected and I've been very disappointed. General Manager Jeff Pagliocca told the Sun-Times as he sat in seats at Barclays Center watching his team during shoot-around. We had pretty big, significant expectations for the season, which is why I made the moves I made. His assessment was that the Sky's 2-6 need to improve everywhere going into to address the lack of cohesion on defense and poor shooting. Going into Tuesday night's loss, they let a league worst 90.1 points per game. We're shooting just 39%.
And if you thought that press conference was spicy, that was just the appetizer. What went down behind closed doors? According to insiders, it made the public drama look like a polite brunch. Voices hit glass-shattering decibels, fingers were pointed like loaded weapons, and chairs were allegedly moved in ways that suggested they were seconds from being airborne. The locker room walls are probably still vibrating. This wasn't a post-game meeting, it was a full-blown emotional detonation, a team exorcism disguised as a pep talk. Think group therapy, minus the therapy and plus a whole lot of unresolved tension.
So this was it. Let me start it over here. So Angel Reese hair was pulled and she immediately, oh my God, she pushed the player. Camila Cardoso stepped in. Come on, bro. This is bad. This is bad. Angel Reese did speak to reporters immediately after the game. Check out what she had to say. Roll the footage, man.
And I kind of been a passer all my career. I came out of high school as the #1 wing and trying to get back to that, trying to get back to being super versatile. And Tyler made that emphasis early on in the season. And I didn't understand it. And I really was kind of confused and trying to figure it out. And I'm still figuring.
Angel Reese hasn't exactly been lighting up the scoreboard in 2025. She's averaging 10 points per game on a frosty 35% shooting from the field. To her credit, she's still a rebounding machine, pulling down 12 boards a night like a bulldozer with tunnel vision. But let's be honest, grabbing rebounds doesn't cancel out clanking wide-open layups like she's auditioning for a bricklaying contest. If we had $1 for every point-blank miss she's racked up, we could probably buy out the entire Chicago Sky front office and still have enough left over for courtside hot dogs. By comparison, her rookie season wasn't stellar, but it was better, 13.6 points on a more forgivable 39% shooting. Nobody expected her to channel Steph Curry, but we did expect her to finish at the rim. Instead, it's been a frustrating cocktail of hustle, hype, and missed bunnies. The potential is clearly there, but at some point, potential has to become production. Otherwise, all that swagger starts to feel less like confidence and more like cover.
But the point is, you're posting this, you've got a game at 11 a.m. Central Time, and you are a 6'3" forward shooting 36% from the field, and you're averaging over 3 points less a game than you were last year, and you can't even get a block shot at your height. You're also, by the way, down a rebound and a half a game. And this is what you're worried about, is social media chatter. And look, she must. I think here's the thing. She must love this. Otherwise, she wouldn't keep crashing out and posting things like this. Guys, this is cringe.
Whoever came up with the rebounds thing, y'all ate that up, because rebounds, rebounds, anything that comes off that board, it's mine.
But Jeff wasn't just rattling off stats or quoting box scores, this cut deeper. This was about that classic front office buzzword, accountability. You know, the kind that usually signals someone's about to get publicly roasted with a polite smile. She's had some great games, he said with all the enthusiasm of someone trying to hype up a side salad at a steakhouse, and some games that haven't been her best. Translation: they're pacing holes into the locker room carpet while pretending everything's fine for the cameras. Then came the real gem, the PR cherry on top. We need her to help us in other ways, too. Oh really, Jeff? Like what? Running halftime trivia? Handing out foam fingers? Because if Angel Reese is suddenly supposed to be the team's spiritual mascot, that's news to everyone. But let's be real, other ways in basketball isn't code for makeup tutorials or inspirational Instagram posts. It means the gritty stuff, locking in on defense, diving for loose balls, bringing energy when the scoreboard isn't. It's leadership, hustle, and heart, the invisible glue that keeps a team from falling apart. And when the shots aren't dropping, that's what separates the good from the great.
Is under fire from the Chicago Sky general manager. The general manager names Angel Reese by name and says, "We need more out of you." Now I'm scrolling through Twitter, doing my thing. You guys know how I do. Got the air breezing through my hair in those Twitter streets. I do. And I take a look and I see something that catches my attention. The Chicago Sky make a request to Angel Reese amid losing streak. Interesting. What is this request?
Let's not overlook the irony here. The Chicago Sky are sitting at a miserable 2-6, giving up a league-worst 90 points per game and shooting a painful 39% from the field. Yet somehow, the front office has decided Angel Reese is the problem, like she personally deflated the game balls. Never mind that Courtney Vandersloot, one of the league's most seasoned floor generals, is out for the season. Never mind that coach Tyler Marsh built the offense around Camila Cardoso, who's been about as dependable as a dollar store umbrella in a hurricane. But sure, blame Angel. Because why not? At this point, you've got to ask, is this even about basketball anymore? Or is it about branding, perception, and deflecting blame? Angel Reese was marketed as the savior, the Gen Z icon, the TikTok queen, the one who'd bring LSU magic and NCAA star power to the pros. But when you're down 20 and missing layups, nobody's buying jerseys or watching lip-sync videos. Branding is fun, but buckets still matter. And right now, Angel's brand is getting dragged harder than Caitlin Clark on a no-call drive to the rim.